Jake's heart pounded like a drum in his chest. The red stocking, still clutched in his hand, felt warm, almost alive. A floorboard creaked behind him. He spun around, his breath catching in his throat. A shadow stretched across the wall, twisting and contorting in the dim light. It was taller than any man, its edges blurry and undefined. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through Jake. He stumbled back, his eyes wide with terror. The shadow moved, slithering towards him like a predator stalking its prey. Jake wanted to scream, to run, but his body was frozen in place. He could feel its presence now, heavy and suffocating, filling the room. The air grew thick, making it hard to breathe. The red stocking in his hand pulsed with heat, burning into his palm. The shadow solidified, resolving into the monstrous form that haunted Jake's nightmares. Its skin was a sickly grey, stretched taut over bones that protruded at unnatural angles. Two eyes, glowing with a malevolent red light, bored into him. Its mouth, a grotesque gash across its face, opened in a silent snarl, revealing rows of jagged teeth. Jake recoiled, his back hitting the wall. The creature took a step closer, its clawed hand reaching for him. A low growl rumbled in its chest, sending chills down Jake's spine. The stench of decay filled the air, making Jake gag. He squeezed his eyes shut, bracing himself for the inevitable. But the attack never came. Slowly, Jake opened his eyes. The creature was still there, its glowing eyes fixed on him. But it hadn't moved. It seemed frozen, trapped in some unseen force field. A soft, melodic voice broke the silence. "You shouldn't be here," it whispered. Jake turned his head, searching for the source of the voice. A figure emerged from the shadows, a young woman with long, flowing hair and eyes that shimmered like moonlight. She held a small silver locket in her hand, its surface glowing faintly. The creature thrashed against its invisible bonds, its growls turning into desperate shrieks. The woman held up the locket and the creature recoiled as if burned. "Who are you?" Jake stammered, his voice trembling. The woman turned to him, her expression soft and sad. "My name is Anya," she said. "And this creature, it was once my brother." She explained how her brother, consumed by greed, had performed a forbidden ritual using the red stocking, transforming him into the monster before them. The locket, she explained, was the only thing that could control him. "But I can't hold him forever," Anya said, her voice filled with sadness. "He needs to be released." Jake knew what she meant. He looked from the horrifying creature to the locket in Anya's hand. He had to make a choice, but what could he do? To be continued.